The Quiet Man Who Shook the World. The story of Mahatma Gandhi. Close your eyes for just a moment. Imagine a thin man, very thin. He wears only simple white cloth, no shoes on his feet. In his hand he holds a small spinning wheel. He walks slowly, calmly. People follow him. Thousands of people, millions of people. They do not carry guns. They do not shout with anger. They walk with him in silence, and this quiet walk changes history forever. This is not a story about war. This is not a story about weapons. This is a story about one man's courage, a courage that came not from strength of arms, but from strength of heart. His name was Mahatma Gandhi. The world would later call him Mahatma, which means great soul. Today, as you listen to his story, notice the simple words. Listen carefully. This story will help your English grow, while your heart learns something beautiful. Let us begin our journey back to a small coastal town in India, more than 150 years ago. Chapter 1. The Shy Boy Who Hated Lies. Picture a small white house. It stands near the sea in Porbandar, a quiet town on India's western coast. The year is 1869, October 2nd. Inside this house, a baby boy is born. His name is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. His family calls him Monia. Monia is not a strong child. He is small. He is shy. He cries easily. His mother, Putlibai, holds him close. She is a gentle woman, very religious. Every day she prays. She fasts. She teaches young Monia about kindness. Always speak truth, she tells him. Always help others. These words stay deep inside him. His father, Karamchand, is an important man. He works as the chief minister of Porbandar, but at home he is kind. He listens to his wife. He loves his children. Young Mohandas watches his parents carefully. He sees how his mother serves food to poor people before she eats herself. He sees how his father works hard for the townspeople. These small moments shape his heart. At school, Mohandas struggles. He is not a good student. He finds mathematics difficult. He cannot remember the multiplication tables. He sits quietly in class. He does not make friends easily. Other boys play games. Mohandas watches. He feels afraid to join them. He is too shy. But one day, a teacher does something wrong. The teacher wants Mohandas to copy answers from another boy's paper. Just look at his book, the teacher says. Write the same words. Mohandas feels sick inside. His mother's voice echoes in his mind. Always speak truth. He refuses. He writes nothing. The teacher becomes angry. But Mohandas stays silent. This small act of courage is his first taste of standing up for what is right. When Mohandas is just 13 years old, his parents arrange his marriage. This was normal in India at that time. His bride is a girl named Kasturba. She is also 13. They do not know each other well. On their wedding day, Mohandas feels nervous. He's too shy to look at her. Later, he writes in his diary, "I was more interested in the wedding feast than in my bride." This makes us smile today, but it shows his honesty. He always wrote truth. Young Mohandas makes mistakes. Big mistakes. One day, he steals a small piece of gold from his brother's armlet. He needs money. He feels ashamed immediately. He cannot sleep. The guilt burns inside him. He writes a letter to his father. He confesses his crime. He asks for punishment. He gives the letter to his father with trembling hands. His father reads the letter. Tears fill his eyes, but he does not shout. He does not punish Mohandas. He simply hugs his son. This moment changes Mohandas forever. He learns that love is stronger than punishment. Truth brings healing. This lesson stays with him for his whole life. At 16, tragedy comes. Mohandas's father becomes very sick. One evening, young Mohandas is supposed to sit beside his father's bed, but he leaves the room. He goes to be with his young wife, Kasturba. While he is away, his father dies. Mohandas arrives too late. He never says goodbye. This pain stays with him always. He writes later, "I have never forgotten this incident. It has haunted me all my life. This deep sadness teaches him about responsibility, about duty, about the preciousness of time. As you listen to these childhood stories, notice the simple past tense verbs: was, felt, learned, stayed. These small words carry big emotions. Keep listening. Your English ear is growing stronger with every sentence. Mohandas finishes school. His family wants him to become a lawyer, so he makes a big decision. He will travel far away, to England, to study law. His mother worries. She makes him promise 3 things. Do not eat meat. Do not drink alcohol. Do not touch other women. Mohandas promises. With a heavy heart, he leaves India. He leaves his young wife Kasturba behind. He is just 18 years old, scared, excited, ready for a new life. Chapter 2. The Cold Train That Changed Everything. Imagine London in 1888. Cold, grey, foggy. Young Mohandas arrives with wide eyes. He wears a suit for the first time. He feels strange. People stare at his dark skin. He feels alone, very alone. He studies hard at University College London. He learns law. He passes his exams. He becomes a barrister, a type of lawyer. But life is difficult. He misses Indian food. He misses his family. He tries to fit in. He buys fancy clothes. He learns to dance. He even buys a violin. But nothing feels right. He remembers his mother's promise. No meat, no alcohol. This makes him different from other students. Some boys laugh at him. Why do you eat only vegetables? They ask. Mohandas feels ashamed sometimes. But he keeps his promise. His truth becomes his strength. After 3 years, he returns to India. He is now a qualified lawyer. He dreams of success, but reality is harsh. In Bombay, he tries to practice law. He stands in court. His hands shake. His voice trembles. He cannot speak well. Cases go badly. People do not trust this young, nervous lawyer. He feels like a failure. Deep inside, shame grows. He cannot support his family. His dream is breaking. Then, an opportunity comes. A law firm in South Africa needs a lawyer for 1 year. The pay is good. Mohandas accepts. He says goodbye to Kasturba again. He travels across the ocean to a strange new land. South Africa in 1893 is not kind to Indian people. Laws separate people by skin color. White people have rights. Black people and Indian people have few rights. Mohandas does not know this yet. He is still a British subject. He believes the law protects everyone equally. One day in June 1893, everything changes. Mohandas buys a first-class train ticket. He has the money. He has the right ticket. He sits in the first-class compartment. He reads a newspaper. He feels like any other passenger. Then, a white conductor approaches him. "Get out," the conductor says. "Why?" asks Mohandas. "I have a first-class ticket. Your colour does not belong here," says the conductor. "Go to the third-class compartment." Mohandas shows his ticket. "This is my seat." The conductor calls 2 policemen. They grab Mohandas's arms. They pull him off the train. They throw his suitcase onto the platform. It breaks open. Clothes scatter on the dirty ground. Mohandas stands alone in the cold station at Pietermaritzburg. Night is falling. He shivers, not from cold, but from shame, from anger, from confusion. He sits on the station bench all night. No blanket, no food. Trains pass. White passengers look at him with cold eyes. In that long, dark night, something breaks inside him, and something new is born. He writes later, "I forgot all fear. I decided to fight this injustice. This was not just about one train ticket. This was about human dignity, about the right to be treated as a human being." The next day, Mohandas does not go home. He does not cry. He makes a plan. He will fight this discrimination, but not with violence, not with anger. He will fight with truth, with love, with courage. He stays in South Africa. not for 1 year, but for 21 years. He becomes a leader for Indian people there. He organizes protests. He writes newspapers. He teaches people about their rights. He develops a new idea, a new weapon. He calls it Satyagraha. It means truth force or soul force. It is the power of non-violent resistance. When police hit you, you do not hit back. When they jail you, you go peacefully. When they insult you, you answer with kindness. This is not weakness. This is the strongest courage. In South Africa, Mohandas faces many dangers. Once, an angry mob attacks him. They beat him with sticks. They kick him. He lies bleeding on the road. A woman from the crowd helps him. She is white. She gives him water. She takes him to safety. Later, Mohandas says, "This woman taught me that love exists even in enemies." This lesson becomes his life's work. He also learns about simple living. He gives up his fancy lawyer clothes. He wears simple Indian cloth. He eats simple food. He cleans his own toilet. He believes that a leader must live like the poorest person. Only then can he understand their pain. After 21 years, Mohandas returns to India. He is no longer a shy boy. He is no longer a failed lawyer. He is a man with a mission. A quiet fire burns inside him. He knows what he must do. India is still under British rule. Millions suffer. He will bring Satyagraha to his homeland. He will teach his people this new way of fighting, with folded hands, with peaceful hearts, with unbreakable will. As you listen to this turning point, notice words like discrimination, dignity, non-violent. These are important words for understanding our world today. Keep them in your heart. Chapter 3. The first step on Indian soil. The year is 1915. Mahatma Gandhi steps onto Indian soil again. He is 45 years old. His body is thin. His spirit is strong. People welcome him as a hero from South Africa. But Gandhi does not want fame. He wants to understand India's pain. He travels across the country. He visits villages. He sits with farmers. He listens to their stories. He sees how poor they are, how British laws hurt them. One story touches his heart deeply. In Champaran, a district in Bihar, farmers grow indigo plants. British landlords force them to grow indigo on the best land. The farmers get almost no money. They live in hunger. They cannot grow food for their own families. When Gandhi hears this, he travels to Champaran immediately. British officers tell him, "Leave this place. You have no permission to be here." Gandhi refuses. "I will not leave until I see the truth," he says. The British arrest him. But something beautiful happens. Thousands of farmers gather outside the court. They stand silently. They hold no weapons. They just stand, in support of one man who cares for them. The British officers become afraid, not of violence, but of this quiet power. They release Gandhi. They allow him to investigate. For weeks, Gandhi walks from village to village. He listens to every farmer. He writes down their stories. He lives in their huts. He eats their simple food. He becomes one of them. Then he presents his findings to the British government. He does not shout. He does not threaten. He simply speaks truth. The result? The British change the law. Farmers get better conditions. This is Gandhi's first victory in India. It is small, but it proves something important. Satyagraha works. Truth force works. People see this. They begin to believe. Next, Gandhi visits Kedah district in Gujarat. Farmers cannot pay taxes because of crop failure. British officers demand payment anyway. Gandhi tells farmers, "Do not pay, but do not fight. Just refuse peacefully." Farmers follow his advice. They go to jail. Their families suffer, but they do not use violence. After months, the British government gives up. They cancel the taxes. Another victory for truth. Gandhi learns another important lesson: spinning. He picks up a small wooden wheel called a charkha. He learns to spin cotton thread. Why? Because British factories flood India with cheap cloth. Indian weavers lose their jobs. They become poor. Gandhi says, "Let us make our own cloth. Let us be self-reliant." He spins every day, morning and evening. He wears only khadi handspun cloth. Soon, millions of Indians follow him. Spinning wheels appear in every home. This simple act becomes a revolution, not with guns, but with thread. In 1921, Gandhi leads the non-cooperation movement. He asks Indians to boycott British schools, courts and goods, wear only Indian cloth, resign from British government jobs. Millions join. For the first time, Indians feel united. They feel powerful, not through weapons, but through shared purpose. But then, tragedy. In Chauri Chaura, a small town, protesters clash with police. The crowd becomes angry. They set fire to a police station. 22 policemen die inside. When Gandhi hears this news, he is heartbroken. He immediately stops the whole movement. People are shocked. Why stop now? They ask. We were winning. Gandhi explains, our method must be pure. If we use violence even once, we lose our soul. This decision costs him support. Many leaders leave him, but Gandhi stays true to his principle. Non-violence is not a strategy, it is a way of life. This moment shows his greatest strength, the courage to stop when others want to continue. Through these years, Gandhi lives simply. He owns almost nothing. One pair of sandals, a few white cloths, a spinning wheel, a small hut. He calls himself a man of prayer. Every morning he prays. Every evening he prays. He believes God lives in every human being, even in enemies. This belief gives him strength when others would break. Kasturba, his wife, stands beside him always. She is not educated, but she has great wisdom. She joins protests. She goes to jail. She supports Gandhi's work completely. Once, Gandhi decides both should give up salt for health reasons. Kasturba struggles. She loves salty food, but she never complains. She follows her husband's path with quiet strength. Their love is not romantic stories. It is shared sacrifice, shared purpose. By 1930, Gandhi is ready for his greatest challenge. The British government creates a new law, a cruel law. They say, only the government can make salt. People cannot collect salt from the sea. They cannot make salt at home. They must buy expensive British salt. For poor Indians, salt is not a luxury, it is life. Without salt, the body grows weak, children get sick. Gandhi sees this law as a symbol of all British injustice. He makes a simple plan, a plan that will shake the empire. Chapter 4. The Walk That Shook an Empire. Picture this moment, early morning, March 12, 1930. Sabarmati Ashram near Ahmedabad. Gandhi stands with 78 followers. They are men and women of different ages, different religions, different castes, all united by one purpose. Gandhi wears only a loincloth and shawl, simple khadi cloth. On his feet, simple sandals. In his hand, a wooden walking stick. He looks at his followers. His eyes are calm. His voice is soft but firm. We walk to the sea, he says. We will make salt. We will break the salt law. Not with anger. Not with violence. With truth. And they begin to walk 240 miles to the coastal village of Dandi. Day after day, Gandhi walks slowly. He is 60 years old. His body is frail, but his spirit is strong. Villagers line the roads. They bring water. They offer food. They join the march. The number grows from 78 to thousands. Newspapers around the world report this strange protest. Indian leader walks to make salt, they write. British officials laugh. What can a walk do against our empire? They ask. They do not understand. This walk is not about salt. It is about dignity, about the right of people to control their own lives. After 24 days of walking, Gandhi reaches Dandi, April 6, 1930. Morning sun shines on the Arabian Sea. Gandhi walks to the water's edge. He bends down. He picks up a lump of natural salt from the shore. He holds it high. This simple act breaks British law, but it also breaks the fear inside millions of Indians. Across India, people follow his example. They make salt illegally. They sell it in markets. Police arrest thousands. They hit protesters with sticks. They drag women by their hair. But the protesters do not fight back. They accept the pain. They sing songs. They pray. Their courage shames the police. Some officers refuse to hit peaceful people. The world watches in amazement. How can unarmed people defeat an empire with guns and ships? The Salt March becomes a global symbol. Newspapers in America, Europe, and Africa write about Gandhi. They call him St. Gandhi, or half-naked fakir. But they cannot ignore him. For the first time, the world sees India's struggle. Sees the power of non-violence. Gandhi goes to jail many times. British officers think, if we lock him away, the movement will die. But they are wrong. Every time Gandhi enters prison, the movement grows stronger. His absence becomes his presence. People feel his spirit everywhere. In 1942, World War II rages across the world. Britain fights Germany. India's resources support British war efforts, but Indians get nothing in return. Gandhi makes his boldest demand yet. At a huge meeting in Bombay, he gives one simple message: quit India. He tells the British, leave India now. Give us freedom. The British response is swift. They arrest Gandhi and all Congress leaders the next day. They think this will end the movement. But again, they are wrong. Without leaders, ordinary people rise up. Students, farmers, workers. They organize protests. They cut telephone wires. They stop trains. The British use terrible violence. Thousands die. But the demand remains: quit India. Gandhi spends 2 years in prison during this time. His health becomes very poor. He is 75 years old. But his will does not break. He fasts to protest violence. He writes letters. He plans for India's future. Finally, in 1947, the British government announces India will become free. After 200 years of rule, Britain will leave. The news spreads like fire. People dance in streets. They cry with joy. Gandhi does not celebrate. He feels deep sadness. Because freedom comes with a terrible price. The British decide to divide India. 2 nations will be born. India for Hindus and Sikhs. Pakistan for Muslims. This partition causes terrible violence. Hindus kill Muslims. Muslims kill Hindus. Trains arrive full of dead bodies. Cities burn. Millions become refugees. Families lose everything. Gandhi travels to the worst areas. To Calcutta. To Delhi. He walks through burning streets. He stands between angry mobs. He says, kill me first, but do not kill each other. His presence calms violence. In one neighborhood, Hindus and Muslims stop fighting because Gandhi sits on a hunger strike there. He refuses food until peace returns. After 73 hours without food, leaders from both sides come to him. They promise peace. Gandhi breaks his fast. He has saved thousands of lives with an empty stomach. But the pain stays in his heart. He writes, "This is not the freedom I dreamed of. Freedom with bloodshed is no freedom at all." He feels India has failed its greatest test, living together in peace. Chapter 5. The Last Prayer and the Light That Never Dies. January 30th, 1948. Late afternoon, New Delhi. Gandhi prepares for his evening prayer meeting. He walks slowly through the garden of Birla House. He leans on the shoulders of 2 young girls, his grandnieces. He is tired. His body is weak from many fasts, but his eyes still shine with love. A man approaches him. He bows respectfully. Then, he pulls out a pistol. 3 shots ring out. Gandhi falls to the ground. His last words are, "Hey Ram." Oh God. The man who shot him is Nathuram Godse. He is a Hindu extremist. He believes Gandhi loves Muslims too much. He cannot accept Gandhi's message of religious unity. In his twisted mind, killing Gandhi will save Hindu India. But God say is wrong. Very wrong. Gandhi's death does not end his message. It makes it stronger. Millions mourn across India, across the world. Albert Einstein says, generations to come will scarce believe that such a one as this ever walked upon this earth. World leaders call him a saint, a prophet of peace. Gandhi's body is cremated. His ashes are scattered in rivers across India. But his spirit lives on. In every person who chooses peace over violence. In every protest that uses love instead of hate. In every heart that believes truth is stronger than guns. What can we learn from Gandhi's life? Let me share 3 simple lessons. First, your small actions matter. Gandhi started with one train ride, one refusal to accept injustice. You do not need to be famous to make change. Speak truth in your classroom. Help one person in need. These small acts build a better world. Second, true strength is gentle. Gandhi had no army, no weapons, no money. But he had something stronger, unbreakable will. When someone insults you, answer with kindness. When someone pushes you, stand firm but peaceful. This is real courage. Third, change begins with yourself. Gandhi did not ask others to spin cloth while he wore silk. He did not ask others to fast while he ate feasts. He lived his message every day. If you want a cleaner world, start by not littering. If you want kinder people, start by being kind yourself. As you listen to these lessons, remember this. Gandhi was not perfect. He made mistakes. He had doubts. He felt fear. But he never let fear stop him. He moved forward with small steps, like his walk to the sea, one step, then another, until the ocean welcomed him. Your English journey is like this walk. Some days feel difficult. New words feel strange. Grammar feels confusing. But keep walking. Listen to one story. Learn one new word. Speak one simple sentence. Step by step, you will reach your ocean, your freedom with English. Gandhi once said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." Source, widely attributed quote from Gandhi. These words are simple, but they hold great power. Do not wait for others to make the world better. Start today. Start with yourself. Close your eyes again. Imagine that thin man in white cloth, walking slowly, spinning his wheel, smiling gently. He is gone from this earth, but his light remains. In you, in me, in every heart that chooses love over hate, peace over violence, truth over lies. This is the real story of Mahatma Gandhi. Not a story of one man, but a story of what every human being can become. A force for good, a light in darkness, a quiet voice that shakes the world. If this story touched your heart, if it helped your English grow, please share it with one friend. Like this video. Subscribe for more true stories that teach English gently. Together, we walk the path of learning. Step by step, word by word, heart by heart. Thank you for listening. May you carry Gandhi's light in your own life. May you walk with courage. May you speak with truth. And may you always choose love.